Hey, what is up everybody? It is time for another episode of Don't Be That Geocacher. So in today's episode, we're gonna go talk about throwdowns. Warning, the views expressed in this video are intended to just give you a smile and in no way express the views of all geocachers out there. Also, no geocachers were actually harmed in the making of this video. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have to go find a geocache right now. This one apparently we're about to find is a difficulty 5. I like a challenge, so let's see what we can find. Okay, let's see here. Under this bark, nope. Bark, nope. 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 Alright, let's see, where else could it be? Ooh, it's a nice little hole here. It's not in there. That can't be right. It has to be in here. I don't take DNFs. It should be right here. There's a perfect hole right here where a geocache would go. Anybody that would hide a geocache would know. It has to go right here. There's no other place to possibly hide it. We don't take DNFs here. So it has to be muggled. It's just impossible. There's no way. There's no way, right? I mean, I looked. I put some effort in. This is clearly where I would assume would be the best spot. This is where the GPS took me. So it has to be here. You know what? We're gonna fix this. We're gonna make it all better. Alright guys, so as I was saying, it's not here. So it can't be here. Like, I know it says difficulty 5. I've been doing this for a long time. When I see a good hiding spot, I know it has to be in that hiding spot. Like, I think like most geocachers, so clearly if I think it should be there, it should totally be there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be just so amazing. We're gonna help this cache owner out, and we are going to replace the cache. It had to have been muggled. It has to be. I don't take DNFs, so if it's not here, I'm gonna be that great to them, and I'm just gonna replace it. I'll let them know. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's the hole. So here's the hole I was talking about. Look at that. That is a perfect geocache hiding spot. So I got a replacement container right here, ready to go. We'll just toss it in there. Check that out. That'll be ready to go for the next geocacher. They're gonna be so pumped. What a boom! Difficulty 5. I'm so excited about my good deed, helping that cache owner out. It for sure had to be missing. Like, come on guys, I'm telling you, like, I couldn't find it. If I can't find it, it has to be missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and log it now, and I'm gonna tell the cache owner what I did for them. They're gonna be just so pleased. I came out to find your difficulty 5 hide today. I searched for like a good 10 minutes and I can't find it, so it had to have been muggled. I'm so sorry that it's been muggled, but don't worry, I got you covered. I went ahead and placed another cache at where I believe the geocache was originally hidden. You're so very welcome. No thanks needed. Happy caching. I'll see you out there on the trails. Don't be that geocacher. Alright guys, so in all seriousness, please do not hate me for this. I know a lot of you have your heart in the right place when you try to do that, and you're just trying to help out a cache owner. But if you do not find it, it is okay to log a DNF. There's no shame in logging a DNF. We all have logged DNFs. It's quite alright. It lets the cache owner know that maybe go out and check on it. I know some of you like to replace cache containers, and that's okay too, but hopefully you have the cache container in your hand and you found it and it's damaged and you're replacing it because it's busted. Don't throw down a cache in an area because you think it's supposed to be there and it's not really there. Because here, for example, let me just show you what would have happened in this caching situation. So a reason why you don't want to just throw down a cache when you think it might be muggled is because it might not actually be muggled. In this case it was a difficulty 5, but just ignore that part about the difficulty 5. That was again just for over-exaggerated purposes. The cache, you know, might actually still be there, and by you throwing down another cache, you're just going to maybe make it even easier for the next person when it was intended to be maybe a difficult, more challenging hide. So in this instance, even though that hole was a perfect little spot to toss a geocache in, which is right around ground zero, right where we're at here, because it's right there next to the camera, that hole, it's not what the cache owner had intended for this hide. So what happens is the cache owner comes out and there ends up being 2 caches at their location at ground zero, and it's supposed to be a more difficult find. So even though that other spot was a great hiding spot, it was supposed to be a little bit more challenging this time and a little bit harder to find. So I'll give you an example of actually where this geocache was hidden that this geocacher just didn't happen to find. So there's this stick right here that looks like it's coming right out of the ground, but if I pick it up, it's not in the ground at all. There's a geocache right there at the end of this stick. So remember, not all geocaches might be exactly where we think they should be, and that is okay. That is what makes this fun. If you can't find the cache, if you've never found this cache before, don't replace it just because you can't find it. Put a DNF, let the cache owner check it. Disclaimer though, if you have found the cache before and you're taking somebody else out there and it's not in the original spot, at least contact the cache owner, make sure it's okay to maybe replace it, or if you know that cache owner, whatever you got going on. Like sometimes you already know it's okay with some people, and it's a different story if you've once found it before and it's missing from that spot. It's a totally different story when you haven't found it all, you just assume it's missing. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in for another episode of Don't Be That Geocacher. Hopefully you found it, some of you found it funny, and maybe some of you even found it helpful and insightful of what maybe not to do. I don't know. Take it for what you will. I have fun making them. I hope you guys have fun watching them. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.